It is about reversal of diabetes using whole body screening technology. And to deliver that lecture, I am inviting Dr. Jahangir Mohammed. He is from the Clean Technology. And to introduce him, he is a serial entrepreneur and he is revolutionizing the way humans see the technology. And his mission is to help people live longer with vitality. Over to you, Dr. Jahangir.
Thank you very much. At the outset, let me thank Dr. Bansi Shapu and yourself, Shapu, and the whole team for this opportunity to speak with you this morning. Am I coming through clearly?
Now you're clear.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. It's a pleasure for me to be talking to you this evening, your time. What I want to talk to you today, I want to talk to you about a new technology we've invented called digital twin technology that helps physicians reverse chronic diseases, starting with diabetes, but not just diabetes, a slew of chronic diseases, hypertension, dyslipidemia, obesity, and many more. This has been in treatment for about 2 years now, and about 100 doctors are practicing it currently in India, and it's growing fantastically. I would like to cover 3 things today with you. One, what is the idea behind this technology? How did it come about? 2, how does it work? What is the mechanism for its reversal? And 3, share with you some of the peer-reviewed journal data that we published, so you can see the kind of results this is giving. So those are the 3 things I'm going to cover. I'm going to share some slides. Right, my slide coming through, doctor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this idea came from a company, my previous company, called Jasper. Jasper is the world's largest Internet of Things platform company we built. It's used by over 10,000 companies around the world. And one of my early customer was Tesla. The Tesla makes driverless cars. This was like 2005, almost 15 years ago. And Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla, had a vision for his company. He actually wanted to make a car that actually got better over time. As it got older, it would perform better. It was obviously a very strange idea. And the way his team went about doing that is to put lots of sensors in the cars and utilize artificial intelligence and IoT to collect the data from the sensors and create a digital replica of that car, right? And they call this digital twin of the car. And with this digital model that is continuously updated, they would know exactly what is the health of the car. They would know what engine parts are working properly, where the friction is, what is generating heat, which parts are consuming too much electricity since it's an electric car. They would know exactly what is the health of the car, how it's performing. And based on that, they would continuously tune the engine, all in real time, right? It's an amazing idea that started really as a fuzzy idea, but it got better and better and better over time. And truth be told, today, as Tesla gets older, and I have one, I've been using it for 2 years. Today, it works better than I bought because it's been continuously tuned and enhanced. So this gave me the idea. This was the first idea was, that's interesting. I mean, if you do all this for a car to make it perform better and last a long, long time, could we not use the same technologies and models for human body? Can we utilize high quality sensors, simple to use sensors, to continuously collect data about the biology and the body? Utilize similarly artificial intelligence and IoT. Create a digital twin. And with digital twin, you figure out how we can reverse diseases in the human body and make people healthy for life. That was the idea, right? And I was really grabbed by this idea because it has tremendous potential. And whoever is going to figure this out might really make a huge contribution to humanity. So I was really grabbed by it. And I thought about it and I said, sooner or later, someone is going to do this because this is really inevitable. But I thought about it and I said, but the human body is different. It's not a mechanical system, right? It's much more whimsical. You all know this. It's way more complex. So I didn't quite pursue the idea, to be honest. And 4 years, 4 years went by. I was in India, Chennai, having dinner with family, 7 of us. I found out 4 of them were diabetic. I said, wow, how did that happen? It's really become so prevalent. And I realized by that time, the technology is so advanced now, and the sensors are become more available. It is now powerful enough we can apply this to human body. That's how the company got started, right? So I quit. I was my previous company and started this called Twin Health, and we've made amazing progress. And I want to talk to you about the progress we made. So after I left, we gathered a bunch of medical scientists, Stanford University PhDs, some of the world's very, very best artificial intelligence, IoT engineers, and we went to work. And this is what so let me tell you how we went about doing this and the results we got. So we chose a set of sensors and started collecting signals to create a human, similarly a digital twin of the individual. We call this whole body digital twin of the individual, patient's digital twin. Right? And there are 3 parts to this. Let me talk about the 3 parts. Part 1 is we use 5 different sensors, right? A continuous glucose monitoring patch, a wireless BP meter that you take once a day, a ketone meter that takes blood ketone once a day, a body composition scale that measures not just the weight, but weight, body protein, bone mass, water content of the body, and so on. And a very high definition sensor watch that gives continuous heart signals and activity and sleep patterns and so on. We also did periodic blood tests, comprehensive blood tests, 103 parameters. All this data, sensor data, blood data, and even the people would report what they ate. We created an app that's very, very simple. They press a button and they say what they ate. It has voice recognition, it converts to food, and it logs. These signals feed our platform called Twin Platform. All in all, we take about 3,000 signal points every single day initially. And using this data, we would understand how the body is behaving and start to create a digital model of it. This is part 1. Part 2, we created a database from ground up called Twin High Definition Nutrition Database. It's more than 10,000 food, and we decompose this food to 87 different elements. And nowhere in the world this kind of high definition database exists. So we had to build it from ground up. For every food, we understood every dish, every food, every ingredient. What is not just what is the carb, protein, fat that everyone has it, but what kind of proteins, what kind of fat, what kind of macro minerals, what kind of micro minerals, what enzymes, what vitamins, right? I have a team here in California that build this from ground up. The second thing we plugged into the platform is FDA medicine database, all the medicines, particularly chronic disease medicines and diabetes medicines. Now, utilizing this, what the platform would do is to recommend very, very precisely what is the right nutrition for this kind of body, for this state. Because see, look, the root cause of chronic diseases, diabetes and so on, is really damaged metabolism. What we wanted to do was not just address the symptom of the diabetes, but actually solve the underlying root cause of chronic disease. And we had a hypothesis that such solving root cause is possible through very precise treatment, very precise set of nutrition, guidance on activity, and some guidance on sleep, and also precise medicine. What is for this body, for this condition, what is the exact molecule compounds to use in what dosage? And that we would provide it to the physicians, and the physicians would be the one to look at it and go, okay, that makes sense, and they prescribe, right? And we supplemented that with coach who would be in contact with the patient and continuously coach on a daily basis. So when you give this precision treatment, instantly, in minutes, we would also see how the body is responding. So you give some input, you get some output. It becomes a learning system. So this is why digital twin is a learning system. It's continuously learning every minute, every hour, every day, continuously learning how your body is responding to different food, different activity, your sleep patterns, different medicine. And based on that, it actually adapts the treatment to make your chronic conditions get better and better and better. It's amazing. What we've learned is it takes us about 35 days for us to build a very comprehensive digital twin. Thereafter, thereafter, you don't need this many sensors. You just need just 2 sensors: a watch you wear every day. You stand up on the body composition scale every day. It becomes very easy for people to use, because it's not only the treatment should work, it's also important. It is something common people can utilize, non-technology people can utilize. So we built this to be highly automated, very easy for people to use, right? So it took us for about a year for us to perfect it. Now we've been offering the service for over two years. We have reversed over 2,000 chronic disease diabetes patients. As I said, we have over 100 physicians practicing currently. And we are really amazed how resilient human body is. And when you do this really, really well, how fantastically the body can recover from diseases. I'm going to share with you some data that from this. And what I'm going to do is to take one patient and share the result we got. Then I'm going to take the first 510 patients that we published and share the data of those. So hope you'll find this fascinating. So this is a 48-year-old male, joined our treatment in Chennai. An endocrinologist was the doctor. He came in with diabetes of 12.3 A1C, 306 average blood sugar. He was taking 2 insulin, 46 units of insulin, two times a day, 3 diabetic oral medications on top. He was waking 3-4 times to pass urine. He was fatigued out, right? Pretty messed up. pretty severe diabetic conditions. So he enrolled in our digital twin program. In 90 days, this is what we got to. His A1C is down to 5.6, remarkable improvement, simultaneously stopping all his insulin and all his medicines, right? And his symptoms are gone, right? Now, since the treatment really is not about just solving for diabetes, but deeply understand the body and solve the root cause, which is the damaged metabolism, and make the metabolism better, we said all chronic conditions should reverse. But let me show you the results of other chronic conditions, right? He was also hypertensive. He was 161 systolic, 103 diastolic, down to 139/82. He was taking 2 hypertensive medicine, was down to 1. His cholesterol was out of whack. The triglyceride over HDL ratio was 15.1, pretty high. He was down to 6.7. His LDL particles was 115 ApoB protein, down to 78. He was on statin. The doctor stopped the statin. He was overweight. We are not a really weight loss program. We are really reversing chronic diseases. But what we found is when you correct the metabolism, invariably people, overweight and obese people, do lose some weight. But more importantly, you lose the kind of weight that are more damaging for our body, visceral fat. So 20% reduction in visceral fat, improvement in liver health, improvement in kidney health, a dramatic improvement in chronic inflammation, right? His high sensitivity CRP was 6.45, dramatically dropped to 0.46, right? In HOMA2B, the pancreas beta cell function was 36.3, dramatically improved to 117.3, right? His energy was back up. He was having mood swings before. Now he was rating his mood 4 and 5, average of 4.4. And his race service, he gives us 10 out of 10 for the service. This is very inspiring for us, for me, for my team, for all our doctor partners. The possibility that we can very systematically bring good health back to people is enormously exciting for us. Now you may think, okay, that's one guy. How about all the people? So here are the first 510 patients. What I'm showing is the average of what we got, right? The average A1C of people enrolling in the program is 8.8, and it goes to 6.2. 32 units was the amount of insulin, average amount of insulin of patients that took insulin when they joined the program. 94% of them entirely stopped insulin in 90 days, down to just 3 units average. Medicine from 2.8 average down to 0.7. So it's not just that as you correct the metabolism using digital twin technology, it's not just the A1C goes down. It's the combination that A1C goes down and the physicians are able to reduce and stop medicine. That's the beautiful possibility. Improvement in hypertension, improvement in cholesterol, 10% reduction in visceral fat, improvement in liver health, improvement in kidney health. You can see EGFR. For people that had EGFR below normal, right, there was an improvement of 9 points of EGFR. So physicians look at it and go, wow, that's really amazing. This is the power of getting the metabolism right. And if you're very precise about nutrition, sleep, and exercise, you're very precise about medicine and reduce it over time, enabled by digital twin technology. This is the kind of results that's possible. Fantastic results. And you may wonder, okay, well, that is pretty good average, but how about, did we choose really people that are just diabetic, like early diabetes? And here is the profile of patients, right? Average age is 48.3. We have people as low as 20 years. People are, about 15% of the people are above 60. Average A1C was 8.8. You can see throughout the the whole range. 19% of them are greater than 10.5. Average number of years 8.4. People as old as 30 years diabetes. People as young as less than 2 years. Pretty broad description. And I'm really proud. Some of the physicians were seeing this. They're really encouraged by it. And they enrolled, they were diabetic, unfortunately. They also enrolled and reversed. 27 physicians joined the treatment, and every one of them reversed. Really amazing set of results. So our goal, and I want to say that while we see really good results very quickly, you don't have to wait a long time. This healing the metabolism is a 1-year process. So we ask for a 1-year service. So it starts with just normalizing lipotoxicity and glucotoxicity. Then it reduces the fat in the liver and fat in the pancreas. So it's a progression, right? And it gets the beta cell regeneration. It takes time. So it takes about 1 year to fully heal the metabolism. Then we see this as a lifelong service. People wear simple sensors. They are continuously monitored 24/7. Whenever their health is going little to the yellow zone or a red zone, they get proactively called. The service is about keeping people healthy for life. This is not sick care, that you treat a sick person, get him right. This is truly continuous health care. It's not sick care. The physicians now have the opportunity to deliver this as a continuous service for their patients. And that is our business model. Now, here are some publications that that's out there. You can read it. We've also underway an RCT, randomized control trial. It's the world's first diabetes reversal. But here is how we are coming to market, right? We see this as a service. In order for this to truly have a big impact and a broad population impact, we see this as a service that must be delivered by physicians and doctors. So that's how it is delivered to patients. It's the physician who's delivering the service. Treat diabetes. We are very focused on diabetes now, but invariably all diabetic people that join us, not just reverse diabetes, they improve their hypertension, they improve their dyslipidemia, they lose some bad weight. You saw that, the liver function gets better. And our physicians deliver this as a continuous lifelong service. And we've designed this so that the patients can pay a monthly affordable fee, which is shared between the physician and the twin platform. I'm so delighted that I could be part of your session today, Dr. Banshi, and share this insights with your team. Thanks a lot for this opportunity.